Good morning, children. Hope you all are doing well. So today again we are here for our online class of computer studies. Children, in the previous video I was explaining about, or I had explained about various breaks like line breaks, page breaks. So what do you mean by this all break? These are the tools, additional tools we use in word processor to modify that, to edit that. So children, our chapter 3 name is Advanced Features of Word Processor 1. That means something advanced part we are going to learn. So today we are going to learn about page setup. Page setup. And the first topic of page setup is page margin. Page margin. See children, what is page margin? Suppose this is a page. This is a page. So if you want to begin a text, you begin the text from here. Say this is like this. You type here. That means you can see certain space you are giving. This space. Okay. This is known as left margin. Okay. Certain space you are giving. Same way you can give at the right side also. This is known as right, top, and the bottom. So children, you can see the margin we can apply on 4 different sides of the page. That is left, right, top, and bottom. So when you apply page margin, the benefit you get is your text, whatever you type, that will be within that particular margin area. That is within the margin area. It will not cross the margin area. So when the cursor, when the cursor comes to the margin end, automatically the new text will begin from new line instead of going forwards. Okay, when the cursor comes to the end of margin, and if you continue typing text, automatically the text will come down instead of crossing the margin. Okay children, so see practically how we apply page margin in Microsoft Word document. So children, now see here how we can do page margin setup. So first of all, we need to open Microsoft Word. The step is same, that is start all program, Microsoft Office, then Microsoft Office Word 2007. So children, now see how to set up page margin. Let me write one sentence. Say computer is an electronic machine and it is used for doing our work. Say this is our sentence. Let me make it bigger. See, that means what you can see from here is left side certain space is there, even top also certain space, and this side also, right side also certain space is there. When the text reaches to the end of right side, automatically the text comes to the new line. See here, the word came in new line. So this is known as page margin. Even you can see it reflect from the top, the ruler. Okay, both side. Now even we can increase or decrease the page margin from all the 4 sides, and that can be done from page layout tab. Okay, at the top you get a page layout tab. There are some inbuilt margins available. Like if you click on the margins buttons or options, you get see normal, narrow, moderate, wide, mirrored. Okay, like this you have multiple options. They are the inbuilts. Okay, their top ratio, left, bottom, right ratios are already given, dimensions. Even you can customize your own. For that you have to click on the custom margin. So when you click on the custom margin, a dialog box appears. Now here you can see at the top you want to give, say it's given 1 inch, so let us make it 2 inch from the top. Okay, left it is 1 inch, left also let us make say 2 inch, and bottom and right let us leave okay, right also will make 2 inch only. Let us change. You can see the sample will appear here in the preview part. Okay, now let us click on the OK button. See, our text came in center as left side, right side, top side. The margin has been increased from 1 inch to 2 inch. So children, this is the way by which we can set the margin for our page. Okay, the custom margin. Even you can use your own, that is say narrow. Automatically the inbuilt templates or the margin which was set for narrow will be used. Okay, so this is the way how we can set the margin in Microsoft Word document. So children, you understood what is page margin. Now see point number 2, page orientation. Now what is page orientations? Page orientation means alignment of page. The page can be aligned vertically as well as horizontally. So you might be thinking what is vertically, what is horizontally. So see here, I'm just drawing here how the page can appear. Page sometimes appear as a this way. Another, the page will be just opposite in this way. There are two orientation of the page. Okay, so one is lengthwise, another is widthwise. Here width are too much, here length is too much. Okay, this part length, and this part is width. So page can be, the same page can be aligned, can be oriented in two different ways, lengthwise, widthwise. So lengthwise when we do, that is known as portrait, P-O-R-T-R-A-I-T, portrait. Okay, and when we do widthwise, that is known as landscape, landscape. So children, the page orientation can be in two different way, portrait and landscape. Portrait lengthwise and landscape widthwise. Now practically you see how we can change our page on both the way, like portrait way also as well as landscape way also. So see this. So children, see, for page orientation, as I've already said you that orientation means the way page display, like the page can be displayed in either in lengthwise or in widthwise. So for page, say let us consider this is our page and some text is written here. Computer is an electronic machine. Let us make this text appear a little bit more bigger in size so that we can easily understand. Say this is our text. Now see, right now the page is lengthwise. See, I'm making small, so the length is bigger than the width, so it is known as lengthwise. So lengthwise means which type of orientation? Portrait. Okay, so let us check in the page layout tab. You get an orientation inside the page setup only, orientations. See, by default it is portrait. Portrait is highlighted also. Okay, now let us make it landscape and let us check what changes are being there. Okay, for landscape. Okay, see here, now it is landscape. So in landscape, what happened? The width has been increased than length. Okay, so when the page is on widthwise, so that is known as landscape. Okay, so there are two type of orientation, portrait and landscape. So what does portrait means? Portrait means lengthwise. Okay, vertically you will get long, whereas landscape means horizontally you will get long, that means widthwise. So these changes can be done from page layout tab. Inside the page setup group, you will get the button or option known as orientations, and inside that you get two options again, portrait or landscape. Simply you need to click on the page which you want to operate, then click on portrait or landscape. You'll find the changes. So children, understood what is orientation and how it works? Okay, so let us make changes again back to portrait. So children, you understood what is orientation, page orientation, two type, portrait, landscape. Now see the third part, that is paper size. Size of the paper. There are different size of the paper we can align in Microsoft Word. By default, Microsoft Word page align is 8.5 inch. This is inch symbol, okay? 8.5 inch into 11 inch. This is the by default alignment of paper size. That means if this is the paper, this one is 8.5 inch and this one is 11 inch. 11 inch, okay? It's 11. This part is 11 inch. This is by default, okay? And this default alignments are known as later. In the same way, we can change accordingly to A4, A3, A2, okay, legal, so many, etc. So many different types of alignments of paper are available. So many different type of size of papers are available. This paper size, whatever you fix in Microsoft Word, in the same way when you take a printout, you can apply the paper size. Suppose you need a big drawing, you can use A2 paper size. And the A4 paper size are the Xerox paper. You can see a Xerox paper, that is A4 size. So there are different size of paper. By default we have 8.5 inch, 11 inch, that is later type paper size. Now practically how it happens, how we can set, how we can change the paper size, that you see here. So children, now for paper size, as I've just told you that there are different type of paper available. Basically the paper size we need to change for printing and all, because sometimes we need to print large papers with big size, okay? So that becomes like A2, and usually the normal size of paper is A4, okay? So and by default is 8.5 inch to 11 inch, that is a default one. So let us see how paper size can be like set in the Microsoft Word document. Let us assume our document is this one, and some text are written. So again, in the page layout tab only, you will get inside page setup groups, that size options are available. If you click on that, you can see by default the upper part is selected, okay, the later one. So later, what is the like page like size, that is 8.5 inch into 11 inch, okay? So in the same way we have legal, where 11 inch turns to 14 inch, the paper size increases a little bit. Then executive, we have the smaller one, that is 7.25 inch into 10.5 inch. Then we have A3, that is 11.69 into 16.64, that's bigger in size. Then A4 is a Xerox one, okay? Xerox paper size is almost this one. Letters and A4 size is almost same, little bit changes are there. Then A5, okay, is smaller than A4. Then B4 we have, B5, then 11 into 17 we have, okay? So like this we have a various paper size available. Envelope size means small one also we have, okay? Even you can set your own paper size by clicking here. So here you can even type your own width, okay, how much you want. Maybe the big one, like for posters and all, you can select it from here. So suppose I need to make the change, say 8, I'm just making the changes to 18, and the 14 I'll make the change as 24. You can see in the preview part the paper size has been increased, okay? See, the measurement must be between 0.1 to 22 inch. That means it crossed, means 22 is the maximum one. So let us make it 22, okay? Now we'll click. See, one or more margins are set outside the printable of the page, because the text is appearing like this way, okay? So when you print in the paper, it will print from one side only, because we have set the margin also. So paper size, what it does is it indicate like when you want to print that what is your paper size. Usually the standard paper size for Xerox machine and all, for printers, we use A4 size, or you can even use later also. Okay, they are almost same. So either you can use later or A4 size. So children understood how we can set the paper. Okay, these are required only for printing purpose.